Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, UK scientists are working on a bold new climate plan, dimming the actual sun. Nothing screams safe like a government-funded experiment to dim the sun. What could possibly go wrong? Next, California is preparing to release an illegal immigrant who killed 2 American teenagers 6 years early. And California may not cooperate with ICE on his release. Turns out, ICE's detainer requests in California have the same enforcement power as those "please don't feed the bear" signs in Yosemite. Then, an MSNBC host blames Trump and Elon Musk for the public's distrust in the media, and Dwight Schrute isn't buying it. When a fictional beet farmer makes more sense than your lead anchor, it might be time to reassess. We've got the clip. And finally, Rosie ODonnell explains why she left America after Trump's election, bringing her non-binary child to Ireland. Because it's not really a child anymore, it's a diversity credential. Okay, let's dive in. In order to fight climate change, UK scientists would like to block the sun. Yes, apparently someone thinks they're getting too much sun in England. The UK government is preparing to approve outdoor experiments aimed at dimming sunlight to combat runaway climate change. According to the Daily Telegraph, scientists are exploring climate control methods such as injecting aerosols into the atmosphere or brightening clouds to reflect sunlight. The only way you can fight too much hairspray is with a lot more hairspray that's shot out of a cannon. These outdoor trials are being backed by ARIA, the UK government's Advanced Research and Invention Agency, which has allocated around $65 million for the projects. For that kind of money, they could have just bought everyone in Britain a one-way ticket to Seattle. ARIA's program director confirmed that funding recipients and experiment timelines will be announced in the coming weeks, but emphasized that safety will be a top priority, which is why they're only partially blocking the sun. They want to do experiments to see what happens when you dim the sun. Look, I'll save you guys $65 million. It's called crop failure and mass famine. I feel safer already knowing that the people who gave us mad cow disease are now in charge of the sun. When future historians write about the downfall of Western civilization, this will be the final chapter. And then they tried to cancel the sun. Trump border czar Tom Homan is vowing action after California announced plans to release an illegal immigrant convicted of killing 2 American teenagers 6 years before his sentence was set to end. California is just trying to free up prison space for people who use plastic straws and gas-powered leaf blowers. He was convicted of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated in 2022 and sentenced to 10 years. ICE said that his extensive criminal history includes burglary in 2005, vehicle theft in 2007, and battery with kidnapping 2014. I mean, why wouldn't you want to let this guy go without ICE being there? His rap sheet's so long, it's getting optioned by Netflix. California's sanctuary state policies leave it uncertain whether state authorities will honor ICE's detainer request. California officials are reportedly torn between ignoring federal law and their deep commitment to inspiring more people to move to Texas. Rainn Wilson, best known for playing Dwight Schrute in The Office, pushed back on MSNBC host Stephanie Ruhle when she suggested that President Trump and Elon Musk were to blame for distrust in the media. On Wilson's new podcast, Soul Boom, he and Ruhle started discussing why the majority of Americans don't trust the mainstream media, and this is what Ruhle said.
President Trump won, and tons of people were shocked or angry or frustrated, and they're tuning out. And at the same time, you have the Elon Musk media machine, because they want you to leave traditional media, and they want you to go to X, which is a bastion of misinformation, where there is no fact-checking.
She says Elon wants people to leave traditional media. No, Stephanie, you made people leave the media, the same way that Taco Bell makes people leave the bathroom. Fast, sweaty, and full of regret.
This is where I would push back. When I see this kind of insight and passion being directed at the current administration and the lack of this kind of insight and passion being directed at the previous administration, left-leaning news media organizations were kind of like, la, 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 everything's fine. Look, the economy's great, la, 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 immigration's not that much of a problem. And really being Cleopatra, queen of denial. Thank you. Boom.
Wilson called the media queen of denial, which Stephanie actually took as a compliment because she thought he was giving her a drag name. Left-wing media covered Biden's presidential run like parents watching their kids' school play, applauding even though their son forgot all of his lines and instead started playing tag with his imaginary friend. MSNBC should live by one of the guiding principles of Dwight Schrute. Before I do anything, I ask myself, would an idiot do that? Words to live by. While being interviewed by CNN, Rosie ODonnell discussed having no regrets about her self-deportation to Ireland and made sure to mention her non-binary child.
I have no regrets. Not a day has gone by that I thought it was the wrong decision. I was welcomed with open arms.
O'Donnell says not a day goes by that she thinks it was the wrong decision. Finally, something Rosie and all of America can agree on.
I knew after reading Project 2025 that if Trump got in, it was time for me and my non-binary child to leave the country. And
you couldn't just say my child or my family. You had to say my non-binary child. Nothing says I want my child to have privacy like using them as a political prop on international television. And to our dear friends in Ireland, we're sorry, but we do have a strict no-return policy. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.